Hello, everybody. Today I'm joined with Susanna again. So, Susanna, do you want to do a quick intro of yourself before we get into it?
Absolutely. Thanks. I'm the life and career coach here in the UK. I have been coaching for the last few years full time. Coming from corporate, I worked in the tech industry for 17 years, and now I help corporate professionals create and live their ideal lives.
Amazing, cool. So, for those of you who may have already seen it, me and Susanna have already done an interview, but we're about 3 months in now. We've had some amazing results. I thought we'd touch base again with her. So, I guess, Susanna, could you start us off and let us know? So, before you signed up with us, which was what, that would have been January now,
Mm.
what were the main things you were hoping to get from us, and what was like the main problems in your business that you were sort of wanting to overcome?
Yeah. So at the time, I was just coming up to about a year and full time in my business. I've been coaching for a bit longer, but I had left my corporate career and went full time into coaching. And so I was still dabbling with what my niche was, and I didn't really have a consistent lead flow or systems or you know business model in place. And so in January, I it was kind of clinch time, and I realized that I needed to solve this problem. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a business. So I was really actively, well, I was thinking that I really needed to fix the lead problem. And then you'd contacted me on email, and I thought, well, it's good timing, and so that's kind of how it started.
Cool. And so I guess I remember you saying that as well, like the lead generation was like the main thing for you. How was at the time, how was that sort of impacting you on like a personal level, but also how was that having an effect on your business as well?
Yeah, I think I mentioned to you at the time I had like one discovery call in January, and that was from some content that I had written on LinkedIn. And I had become quite active and consistent with writing content. And, I was doing PR, content on LinkedIn, social on Instagram. I was doing podcasts, like I was doing a lot, but it just wasn't really bringing in the leads. And um, I guess on a personal basis, yeah, I was eating into all my savings. So I mean, it just I don't know what I would have done. I would have had to continue selling my shares and eating into my precious, yeah, savings.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. And so what would you, so when we had that first ever call, what was your primary objective? What was the main thing you wanted to get out of working with me?
To get a consistent lead flow and business income, consistent clients. Yeah.
Cool. And so I remember, so on the first interview we did, we were about 30 days in. And I think you signed on maybe two, three clients, maybe. I
Mm.
remember we made about 6.5 grand in the first 30 days, which was amazing.
Mm.
We've had another 2 months. We've had a lot of progress. Could you let us know a bit about the results you've got and where your business is at the moment?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's been, pretty transformative. Like, not only do I have leads consistently coming in, but I feel like we've also really nailed what my niche and positioning is. And even though I had a little bit of clarity before, it's very clear now who I'm helping and serving. And I think I mentioned to you the other day, like every single one of my clients is so aligned to what I do, and I love working with them, and that's also important. It's not just about the money. And the money has been great. Like the revenue stream has been fantastic. And I think I'm at like 25, maybe close to 30K in bookings. So that's been amazing. And, we're constantly tweaking things, trying new things out. And I think it's constantly getting better. So yeah.
No, that's great. And I remember when you first signed on near the start, you were talking about like your main goal was to hit a 10K month. I remember that. And
Mhm.
I remember when we hit that message, I remember you sending me the message where you was like, I've made 6K today, and that
Mm.
week you'd make 9K. How did that feel getting that first
Yeah,
10K
amazing.
month?
It was almost like I didn't think it was possible, or like that it could be so easy and effortless. And I'm very particular about the types of clients I want to work with, because I want to feel like it's an energetic fit. And like I said, like all the clients I work with are a great match. And obviously not all the calls are going to be successful, but that's part of the learning process. And the more I do it, the more I learn. And yeah, it's been amazing.
Yeah, no, that's great. I like that what you said there. Like it isn't, I think that is a big thing as well. Like, sure, you could bring in lots of cash and money and that, but I think for you, like you've said, that it's nice that, like you say, the people you've brought on board are people you want to work with. And I think that's also so important because there's nothing worse than bringing on people that you don't enjoy working with and
Mhm.
you're just doing it for the sake of money. So that's really nice. So what would you say then? What's been your favorite part of working together? I mean, we've been working together. It feels like a lifetime now, but I mean, I've loved every step of the way. But what's been your favorite part of this whole experience?
I think the personable side of things, like, I was just thinking coming onto this call, like you can, there's so many people that I guess do the same thing as you, and
Yeah,
it could be quite a dry process, but I really enjoyed working with you. And I think you're always very helpful. Like you'll listen to my calls, you'll give me advice, you'll, coach me on like the sales process and, bounce ideas and, you'll challenge me as well. Sometimes when I think a call, I don't want to do it. And you're like, give it a shot. And I've surprised myself. And so it's really, yeah, I think the personable side of things, and but also like, yeah, your stuff. And yeah, just like it's hard to say one thing because I think it kind of
yeah.
encompasses a lot of things.
No, that's great. No, I'm pleased you've been happy, and as you know, I've loved working with you as well. So, I mean, to wrap us up, then, who would you recommend us to, and why? What would be your main reasoning?
I mean, I feel like you've carved out a really good proposition with coaches because, well, that's what I do. I feel like you understand what I do really well now. So
Yeah.
you can pitch that in the messages to potential clients. So yeah, I mean, anyone that really is looking to drive consistent income through leads and is looking at using Instagram to do that, I think, yeah, why wouldn't you?
Well, thank you so much, Susanna. Thank you again for your time, and it's great that we've been able to do another interview like this. So, for anybody watching, if you want some more info on how this all works, I'm going to link a video below, which is going to walk you through my whole process step by step. Susanna, thank you again for your time. It's been great talking to you.
Thank you.